Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the team call. We're going to get kicked off here the way that we normally do on these calls. Let's see if we've got any new folks on today. We love meeting y'all, hearing where you're from, hearing who brought you into the business. If you are brand new and you didn't get a chance to introduce yourself on Friday, here's your second chance. Anybody new? I don't see anyone, but
I'm new.
there you are. Come on, Devon.
Yeah. And so I'm Davon. I'm from Casey Mo and Wilbur brought me on. And so I'm pointing. I don't even know if you guys can see him, but
Yeah, he's up there somewhere. What are you excited about, man?
I'm excited about breaking out of my comfort zone. One and two, I would say just building generational wealth, and breaking generational curses is what
Mm,
I'm excited the most about. So,
come on, man. Come on. Let's go. You're in the right place.
Devon, where did you say you're from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, awesome. That's where the Reineckes are, right, Scott?
Think so.
Awesome.
Anyone
All
else
right,
new?
I see a few other new faces. Don't make us call on you. I'm gonna. Darren Williams, Adriana. Got a few new faces here.
Oh, I just logged in. So what are we doing?
We are introducing ourselves if we're new. I don't believe we've heard from you yet. So who are you? Where are you from? Who introduced you to the opportunity? And what are you excited about?
Um, so my name is Darren Williams. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I came over with Don Cole and Patrick Lauret. Uh, and so pretty new to the business. I think I got my license in September, but I work full time for FedEx. I've been there about 27 years. So, and was excited about the insurance industry. I'm interested in finance. I like finance. I've taught finance at the collegiate level. So just into it, and just so far, my experience has been positive. I've enjoyed what I've done. So,
Darren knows a little bit about finance and now he's like, I'm ready to get paid for it. Let's go.
right. A little
Darren,
bit
you're coming
different, but
over. You're coming over with a strong group there. We're excited for you guys. I'm glad you're here.
good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyone else want to go before we kick off slides? Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm new. Adam. My name's Adam Coughlin. I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm excited to do something new. Really excited about the whole journey, the whole process, very goal oriented. I'm really looking forward to it. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Let's go, man. Welcome. Love it. All right, let's get this thing kicked off. I am gonna get to the slides. Let me get back to the beginning here. I looked through them. We got some exciting stuff to talk about. Let's celebrate today. Bam. There we go. And let me try to get this thing full screen. Cool. Team call. Tar team is here. Schnitzer team is here. Friesen team is here. Granzer team, Diaz team, and Mitru team. Let's go. We love Mondays. Let's kick off strong. We got some celebrating to do. First, let's talk about the team calendar. If you're new, this is a page that you definitely want to pay attention to. These are all of our team calls throughout the week. We've got this call today, Tuesday casework call. Casework call has been great. Bob Granzard leads that, and you can basically bring all of your casework questions to that call, and he will help you learn how to find your answers. Notice how I said learn how to find them. He's going to show you on screen where to look, where to go, how to quote, different things like that. Wednesday national call. This is led by the founders, by our corporate staff. Great call to be on. That one you actually aren't on camera, so feel free to tune in with an earbud. Great call to log into every week. And then Thursdays, deep dive with the sales experts. We have two different sales training specific calls on Thursday to sharpen your saw. And then Friday, each of those agencies I just listed have their own team call. So reach out to your agency owner for details on that if you don't have it already. All right, let's look at the live dial schedule. It's looking a little bit light this week. Wilbur, should we do it?
Yeah, I'm ready to party.
All right, let's do this. Give me a second. I'll
I
let
got
you
it.
lead this.
Okay.
I'll plug and play.
You'll type. I'll call.
I'll
All right.
type.
You can put me for Tuesday and Thursday
What time?
at 9 Central.
9 Central. All right,
So
call
while
on.
Scott's typing that, if you're new, what we're doing here is our virtual office. So yes, this is a 1099. Yes, you work for yourself, but you will never work alone. You'll never work by yourself. And the reason being is our virtual office is open all day, every day. If you're ever working, be in the office. And this is where you're going to be able to hear, if you're newer, you're going to be able to hear agents that are dialing their leads, calling their clients, running appointments, doing follow-ups, using their switchboard, calling their analog leads, things like that. So what Scott and Wilbur are doing right now is taking volunteers, or they may volunteer some people for some different time slots throughout the week.
Yeah.
All right, Jenny
So
Goldsmith, when are you dialing?
I don't know. Tomorrow at 1.
Tomorrow at 1,
Perfect.
Jenny Goldsmith. Let's go.
Sure.
Who else, Wilbur?
I see Kashawn. He's on my screen. I know he's driving, so you can probably plug him in there like that. Oh, he's on there. I'm just kidding. He's good.
What about Rod?
He's a
I got
Rod.
3 times this week.
I see Rod. I don't know. I don't see Rod on the dial sheet though. So Rod, when?
When? 1 second. I'm good. I'll do my time. Let's say 10 to 11. So it'd be 9 a.m. your time. I don't know. Eastern 10 o'clock.
Tuesday and Wednesday, or when?
Just put him in there. He'll be there.
Rod's in
All
the
right,
virtual office all day anyway, so.
Let's take one more. How about Holly Hensley?
Oh,
Woo!
heck yeah, we got to hear from Holly.
Holly, what you got?
A little dial and a McDouble, Holly.
All right, we'll let Holly get back
I
to
think
it. All right, that's
probably
good.
she's probably writing an app.
She
Just
probably
off the
is
side
writing
right
an
now.
I know that girl. She's probably right.
All right, for those of you that were not brave enough, I am putting the link in here in the chat to go and secure your spot. Giovanna Mitru, Holly Hensley, Bob Greenwood, Sarah Hadley, Jesus. Let's see your names in there. People would love to hear from you.
Yeah, and then if you're new and you want to, this calendar obviously is not up to date now. We just added a few, but if you're new, this is a good one to plug into and just listen to people. I mean, the office is always a great place to hang out, but get to listen to some people dial and hear how they overcome objections. It is worth gold. We're off to a new month. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, cool. Let's go. We're off to a new month. Started Saturday, ends the 28th. So deadline for business to be submitted into Opt is February 28th. We've got a short month, and business needs to be issued on the 28th to count for this month. If you're running after a promotion, these are the dates that you need to pay attention to. All right, we've got a company overview coming up. I need a guest to help me out with this. Wilbur, hype this one up for me.
Okay. So if you are considering building, or you are building, or anything, this is a good opportunity to invite some people. It's in the evening time. It shouldn't be that inconvenient. It's late enough on Eastern that even people out in the West Coast can get onto it. But G and Scott go into kind of a deep dive of all the nuts and bolts of the inner workings of Symmetry. So top to bottom overview of everything, and give somebody the insights of making the decision to come aboard. Most of us have probably seen like a video even before this of maybe like Edward Pritchard or Jamie Susie, but this is more live and there's interaction, feedback, questions, things along those lines. So go to it. And if you're newer and you're still like, what's all of this stuff mean? Go to it as well. Because again, you can get there's going to be things along this journey that are confusing, especially in the beginning, and they will probably touch on it on this call. And then at the end, they always leave room for answers or questions.
Yeah, I've had agents in their like second or third month hop on this call just to get a refresher, and they're like, wait, I didn't know I could build from day one. Tell me more about that. So good stuff here. Thanks, Wilbur. You want to take this one too?
Oh, hello. Yeah, I did recommend the book of the month, so I will take this. So this book is great. I have not finished it yet. I got distracted by some other things. But this so far has opened my eyes. I've read a lot of like this falls in like the self-help, whatever category. I read a lot of them. Probably not that many, but I feel like it's been a lot. And this one is really good. It basically touches on if you want your present to be better, you got to have a bigger future, and you got to have a better future in sight for yourself, because nothing will change currently if what you have down the road you're not looking forward to, or painting a picture to be able to walk down the road that you create for yourself. So it's been really, really good. He's been on a bunch of podcasts, Dr. and Benjamin Hardy too. That's where I got exposed to him a while ago through, I think, Ed Milet maybe, and a few other people. Just really, really insightful. And so read it. And it's an easy read. Like it doesn't make your brain like spin a bunch. You can follow it pretty easy. So 10 out of 10 recommend.
I heard Benjamin Hardy for the first time on Ed Milet. I believe he was recommending his book, The Gap in the
Yeah.
Game. Is that the
Yeah,
same?
yeah. And then 10, he's got he's got a few, but yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, if you want to grow yourself here, we're actually going to talk about this here in just a few minutes. You might want to grab a hold of this book. If you haven't jumped on our Book of the Month Club, let's jump on it. We're going to talk about that today. Thanks, Wilbur. Keep on rolling here. We've got some builders to shout out for the week. Kate, are you back with me?
I am. Liam's currently playing with the toilet paper in the linen
I
closet.
can hear
so
him
he's
going wild outside my
being
door.
preoccupied. All right, builders. So you'll see here, guys, the name of the builder and then how many people they've introduced to the opportunity in the last week. So Don Cole has introduced us to somebody new. Anita, I'm not even going to try your last name because I'll feel bad if I butcher it. John
Omakudu.
White. Say it again.
Omakudu.
Okay, that's not that hard. Omokudu. John White and Giovanna Mitru. And then here, next slide, we're going to be able to see, some more builders. Bob Granserd, Bob Greenwood, Ronald Harris, Jenny Goldsmith, and Scott and I introduced a few people to the opportunity in the last week. And then who those people are. So guys, ready to write means that they are licensed. Go back to the last slide, babe, just so the new people can get a view of it. This means they've passed their exam, they got their state license, they're onboarded, so they filled out their symmetry application and they've received their opt access. So those ready to writes that the builders that we just referenced are Brooke Hawes. Oh, guys, I'm so proud of this girl, the tenacity with her test. I am so proud of her. Becky Richmond and Jason Hewlett, welcome to the team, y'all. This means that you have opt access and you're ready to learn and you're ready to earn.
Becky Richmond wins most radiant smile on this screen. Everyone else is just kind of fronting that smile. Look at that. Jason Hewlett too, Tennessee guy. Excited for you, man. Let's do this. Yes, sir. A
You
couple
were
other
here.
ready to writes. We've got Darren Williams. You guys just met him. Another Tennessee resident. Joshua Graham, direct to Jenny Goldsmith. Patrick Lowry, direct to Kate and I. Came over here with a team. You guys saw Don Cole and Darren. They're all partnered up together. We're excited for those guys. Catherine Washington, direct to Ronald Harris. We've got Thomas LeBlue.
3 pages. I love it.
Direct to us. Adriana Zacharias, direct to us. Shout out Adriana. She's moving through the steps, getting ready. Marie Arenal, direct to Anita Omokudu. And Ashton Clark, direct to John White. Those are some weird pictures, Kellen. Those
If
are
you are a
kind of
cat
creepy.
on this screen, that is Kellen's, I think, greatest joy in making these slides.
They
is
have
she gets
hands.
to-
It's like really weird.
she gets to put funny headshots. So this means that you may have skipped a step in your onboarding instructions and you did not upload a headshot. Guys, even if you don't have a professional headshot, just something work appropriate that allows us to see your face, that we can celebrate you and put you in some graphics. So go into your Slack profile and update your headshot, and then you will no longer be a cat with hands in the future.
If your Slack picture is not appropriate, we'll continue to use Slack, or we'll continue to use cats with hands. It's awkward as well, but yeah, get a picture updated there. Easy enough to do one at home against a blank wall in the background. All right, new writers, let's go. This is exciting. If you can write one, you can write a million. Guys, everyone remembers their first app. It's super special. Let's celebrate those folks. James Bradford with his first app last week, direct to us. Philip Strickland Paul, looking sharp, sir, direct to Bob Granzer with his first app. Joshua Graham, direct to Jenny Goldsmith with his first app. Congratulations, gentlemen. Way to serve a family and get your career started here. Brandon Kehoe, direct to us with his first app. Brooke Hawes got her first one, direct to Giovanna. And Danielle Davies, direct to Bob Granzer. Congratulations, everyone who wrote the first app last week. We see you. Let's do this thing.
Production. We're going to celebrate a few different slides here focused on our producers. First one's going to be personal production.
I'm going to let Liam take this slide, okay?
Go ahead, Bubba. Hi.
Clap, say yay.
All righty. Celebrating our top 10 for the final week of January. Holly Hensley has just been having a year, and it's only 2025, guys. Just wait. Just wait till you see what Holly's doing. Holly Hensley with 3 apps, 3,200. That's a great ratio. If you're a little bit newer and you're like, what does that mean? An average sale or an average application here should be about $1,000 every time, as much as you can. The average ratio is $1,000 APV, annual premium volume. So that's a great ratio that you see Holly and Rod and Wilbur all have. 3647 for Lightning Rod, 3 apps. Wilbur Smith, 3,900, 4 apps. Maria Greenwood, 7 apps, 4,000. Jenny Goldsmith, 4,365 with 2 apps. Bob Greenwood, just over 5,000 with 3 apps. Daniel Kudnick, 5,200 with 2 apps. And our top 3 for the week, Denise Frias. Guys, she is just a champion. She is a full-time flight attendant and does this literally from the airport and on the plane. And it's just super cool to see what this business can do. Denise with 5,400, 6 apps. Sarah Hadley, again, another one, just having a great year. 6,300, 5 apps. And my hubby, babe, it's been a few weeks since you've had first place. Hadley and Holly and some others were outbeating you. Look at you, 6,500, 3 apps.
I like celebrating them. That's a good week. Bob Greenwood, unmute real quick for me.
Yes, sir.
You and your wife are both part-time here, and it looks like between the two of you, y'all wrote 10 apps last week. It's hard to believe, like sometimes you think about this job or this career and you're like, man, I'm struggling to get my first 2-3 apps. Like, tell us like what Maria's schedule looks like, just so we can eliminate some of that doubt early part-time. There's a lot of folks that come in here either part-time or spare time, but even for the full-time folks that aren't up to that volume yet, like what does that look like for Maria?
You know, she could share today if she joined. That's okay. She's homesick today, but
I
she
thought
does
she was at
work.
school, so that's why I called on you.
Well, yeah, but she is here. But
Okay.
no, she's actually not feeling well, down with the flu. But she
Tell us
does
what her
work.
We'll rub
schedule looks
her
like a
feet
little
after this
bit.
call.
Oh, yes. She does work as full-time as in education, in elementary school education. So yeah, she gets home at like 3:55 and promptly turns on the laptop at 4:05 and starts making dials. And she's a dial warrior. I mean, sometimes, most of the time, she trumps me in activity from that perspective. So, but yeah, usually it's like come home, make some calls, run some appointments. She'll sometimes have appointments at 4:15, 5:15, and then usually like 6 o'clock, we're eating dinner. And then, you know what, maybe some more dials, maybe some more appointments at 7.
Would you guys say that you're sacrificing a little bit of time right now for what you guys are building here?
Absolutely we are, but that's our vision. We see it. We're excited for where our future is as future 130s. And I know that's obviously not tomorrow, but we're planning it following some amazing leadership that's been provided to us that I see on this call.
Love it, man. Great work. Maria, great work to Maria. You did also pretty good too. I see your numbers there. So great work to both
I love that
of
you asked that question, Scott, because you're right. The Greenwoods work other full-time jobs that they
Yeah.
are arguably committed to first because of the way that their jobs work. So I love that you asked that question just to show the dynamic of schedule. Maria is locked into her school for 8 hours a day, and then she still makes it work at that second half. Super cool.
What would
Proud
your
of you,
boss say
Greenwood.
if you knew you were making 15 grand and selling life insurance outside of your main job? Just kidding. You don't have to answer that. All right. Team stats. Let's go. This looks great. Awesome job. Let's look to the right here. Number 6, Banks team 728, 2 apps, 2 riders. John White team 2846, 1 app, 1 rider. This is for the week of 131, guys. This is the final week of the month. Saladas team 3171, 2 apps, 1 rider. Goldsmith team 5539, 3 apps, 2 riders. Helm's team coming in at 11,825, 11 apps, 4 riders, and Smith team barely beat them out, but great job. 11,920, 11 apps, and 5 riders. Awesome final week to the month.
5
guys.
writers,
Especially
love
those
that.
shooting for promotions, showing key leader numbers and beyond. I mean, there's a lot of agency owners that don't put up those numbers consistently. So great work, guys. Seriously, hats off to y'all. Agency owners for the week: Tar team 2985 apps, 3 riders. Diaz team 6147, 7 apps, 2 riders. Friesen team 11,090, 11 apps, 5 riders. Mitru team 11,606, 11 apps, 8 riders. Schnitzer team came in at 25,853, 21 apps, 10 riders, and Granzard Agency. Look at that, 30,000 for the week, coming in super tough, 29 apps, 13 riders. Took the cake for all 3 categories. Great job, Bob.
If you're new, because I know we have a handful of new faces and you're like, what is team leader? What is base shop? What does this mean? I am attaching right now the levels of leadership and the promotion guidelines in the chat. You should definitely already have this from your onboarding and from Summit Base Camp. But these are how you grow. This is, you know, you just heard Bob Greenwood say future 130, future agency owner. This is what he's talking about. So how Scott was saying, some agency owners don't even get those numbers, with Wilbur validating team leader and getting all that. That's what we're talking about. Become familiar with these 2 documents. It is the way to grow here and the way to get to the top at Symmetry. Want me to take it? Yeah, you got Liam. All right, personal production, guys. This is looking at the submit as a whole for the month. Now, remember, this was a 5-week turn-in. So big deal to have to start the year with an extra week. Sarah Neal, 12,767 with 13 apps. Rod has been here 4.5 seconds. And he put up 14,012 apps. That is just incredible. Rod, so proud of you. Joseph Helm, 17,014 apps. Jenny Goldsmith, 18,012 apps. Giovanna Mitru, 19,670, 20 apps. Mariah, 20,633 APV, 24 apps. Geesh. Holly Hensley, 24,019 apps. And our top 3, Venus Diaz, 24,939, 14 apps. Sarah Hadley. What?
Capped.
Sarah Hadley, 29,020 apps, just a phenomenal ratio. And Melissa Banning, another one that works this part-time, 36,018 apps. If you want to emulate any of these people, there's a few things that I can tell you. A handful of these names are a part of the accountability group because they want to be called higher. Join us next month for March. February is closed. Most, if not all of these people, when they are working, are in the virtual office. I know for a fact every single one of these leaders here are buying leads every single week. They're tracking their activity. They're tracking their business and owning their calendar like a business owner. And you're going to see the output from that input that I just described. So if you want to have your name on here, I recommend emulating what their day-to-day looks like.
Yeah, we a couple weeks back we talked about the levels of competency, Kate. And I think, like, obviously with the amount of time that you're spending in this business, the need for time spend each week towards sales is going to get smaller and smaller as you get better and better. As you become more competent, it's not going to take you 600-700 dials to put up numbers that Melissa's putting up, right? I would venture to say, and we talked about this with Michael on Friday. He's like, man, I invested 20 hours a week into production, right? My 20K plus a month. And then the other 20 hours throughout the week I'm spending on building my agency, right? I would venture to say Melissa probably spends about 15 hours a week on production. All right. When I was new, it was like 50 hours all in, half of the week production, actually probably 75% of the week production, the rest of the week building my team. But man, just to look at this, I'd love to be a fly on the wall during Melissa's appointments because she makes a lot happen out of a little bit of time, but that only comes with repetition. So like I see Mary Pat shaking her head, like, Mary, may take a lot more time now, but girl, you're getting a lot better. And it's gonna, like, the competency level is gonna go way up. So when you sit in front of a client, you're making more out of your time in front of them. It just takes repetition and repetition, repetition. That gets better. All right, that's all I got there. Team stats. This is January submitted for team leaders. John White team 5678, 4 apps, 2 riders. Salatus team, great job, 9,000, 11 apps, 1 rider. Banks team coming in hot, 9290, 10 apps, 2 riders. Goldsmith team 20,672, 14 apps, 3 riders. Smith team 32,350, 30 apps, 5 riders. And Team Helms 55,707 in annual premium, 52 apps, 6 riders. Is Joseph Helms on the call today? Let's give it up for Joseph Helms in the chat. That's a great week for a team leader. Those look like agency owner numbers to me. Come on. Let's
He's
go,
not on,
man.
Scott. He's not on. He took Michael Matthews' advice. He said he's going to start taking naps. So you can ask him about it when you talk to him.
Why you got to do Joseph like that, man?
Just
That his biggest
ask
month
him.
yet. He should take a nap. That's awesome. Joseph's also a full-time pastor and has like 12 kids at home, so he's making it all work.
He has 4 kids.
4 kids. It feels like 12 though, right? That's what I heard, Wilbur. All right. Agency owner team production. Diaz 37,470, 25 apps, 2 riders. Tar team 41,000, 23 apps, 4 riders. Friesen team coming in. Oh, look at this tight race here. You guys, come on. 66,000, 59 apps, 9 riders. One more app would have done it for you, Summer.
Summer, you're gonna let G and Mickey beat you like that?
Yeah, it was 1 app, Kate. It was 1 app. 66,000 for the Mitru team, 60 apps, 17 riders. Great job. Granzer team, 94,000, 518, 87 apps, 21 riders. I talked to Bob earlier today and I was like, Bob, is that a record for you? He's like, this one feels better. I had a month that was a little bit bigger, but this one feels a lot better. The team feels a lot better in where we're going. So I'm super proud of you, man. And then Schnitzer Agency, everyone on our base shop, just great job. 95,000 in production for the month, 89 apps, 15 riders. Just amazing.
So cool.
Here's all your
Those are
5K
great
riders.
numbers.
We had 4 of you at 4 weeks. Sorry, 2 of you at 4 weeks. Venus Diaz, Sarah Hadley. Great job taking the cake there for consistent 5K weeks. 2 of you at 3 weeks, Holly Hensley, Melissa Banning. 1 person at 2 weeks, Daniel Kudnick, and a bunch of others at 1 week of 5K production. We've got Giovanna Mitru, Jennifer Philbeck threw one in there, Jenny Goldsmith, Joseph Helms, Mariah Maestas, Wilbur Smith, myself, Bob Greenwood, Denise Frias. Pat yourself on the back. That's what it takes to win here. Some consistent 5K weeks. All of a sudden, you're looking up at your bank account. You're like, wow, I got a lot better, and my bank account got a lot more profitable. Just goes hand in hand there. Weekend warriors for the month. How about we have Joshua Graham read off these weekend warriors?
I was
my
gonna
guy.
call on Joshua Graham earlier too. Let's hear it, Josh, in your best radio voice.
Oh man. All right, here we go. Start from the bottom. We got Mary at $189 with 1 app. Mariah, $597, 1 app. Jared, $902, 1 app. Joe breaking in the quadruple digits, $1,024 with 1 app. Rod, killing it. $1,300, 1 app. Janet, $1,600. Mr. Rouser, $3,200, 1 app, and then Sarah Hadley, $4,888 with 4 apps. That's insane. Good job, guys, all of you. Great job.
Josh is smooth with it. He didn't want to say a name. He just rolled on with it. Is it Antoine?
No, it's Anthony. We made a little bit of a
Anthony.
typo. We'll fix it, Anthony.
I go by
Sorry about that.
Anthony. I go by Anthony, but it's Antoine. But Antoine and
Hey.
Anthony are the same.
Everyone's
Got it.
gonna know now, bro. Now you're in the game, throwing in big apps. Everyone's gonna know now. Congratulations. And might I add, those were your first 2 apps, right?
First one.
Come on. Let's go.
So good.
Congratulations,
I know,
man.
Guys, so again, if you're a little bit newer, want to highlight just a few details so you're caught up to speed. Being a weekend warrior means that these folks got an app in this past Saturday or Sunday, so yesterday or the day before. Symmetry weeks start on Saturday here, so we are on day 3 of February. So what this means is Anthony, aiming for that standard of 5K by Friday, has a leg up because he put in a few hours on the weekend. He has 3,200 on the board already. It's going to be way easier for him to reach his 5K by Friday because he put in a few hours on the weekend. So Weekend Warriors is a big deal. It's arguably one of the best times to reach families. You'll see the virtual office is popping Saturday mornings, the first half of the day. So congrats to all these people. You have a leg up on the week for 5K by Friday, and you have a leg up on your goals for the month. Well done.
Well done. And we got some milestones to celebrate to wrap up the slides here. We've got Maria Greenwood, 25K. Let's go. We've got Daniel Kutnick, 25K. That's a great smile, Daniel, coming in sharp. Look at that. You're overdressed. I underdressed. One of us did. All right. Personal production, Jim Plord, 50K. Let's go, Jim. Bob Greenwood, 100K. Man,
That
some
happened so
milestones in the
fast.
Greenwood house. Y'all got to go celebrate that. Go get yourself a smoothie today, Bob.
A smoothie.
Sarah Hadley, 200 apps. Let's go. Let's go. Congratulations, guys. And then we had some bonuses last month. Kate and I got one. This is a cool one. So I was talking to Bob, what was it, 3-4 days ago? And I was like, Bob, how many ways are you getting paid now? He's like, man, I think 3 different ways. I'm getting back end, I'm getting front end, I'm getting overrides from clients, or I'm sorry, overrides from agents that I have on my team. This is a pretty cool business. The longer you work here, actually, I won't even say the longer, but the more you play into your growth here, the more you focus on growth, the more bonuses you're going to get to participate in. This one is for capital. Okay. So this is year over year growth. We also have producer bonuses. We have passive income that comes from FIF resets, overrides, back end. Guys, there's like 5 or 6 ways you can get paid here in your first 2 years. Just saying, right? I know I heard this quote a while back. I'm going to butcher it, and I don't know who it came from, but the guy was like, man, you don't need to become a millionaire. You don't need to diversify your income in 10 different fields. You need to find one field. You need to go all the way in, and you need to find a way to get yourself paid 5 or 6 different ways in that field. That's how you really double down, right? You don't have your efforts spread wide. You go narrow and deep in one field, and you find yourself a way to get paid multiple ways in that field. So that's just one way to do it. Take participation in those bonuses. And that is it for today. That is it. All right, guys, have a great Monday. No, I'm just kidding. I got something for y'all.
Stop share, baby. We're all seeing your calendar.
Oh, if you guys want to hop into my calendar, there's the slots that are open. All right. We're going to be talking about today. Doing a lot of times the things that we do in this business require us to eliminate the feelings and focus on the intention behind the action. All right. So Wilbur's eyebrows just raised. I'm speaking his language today. Wilbur, what would you say is more important in this business? We've talked about this a couple times over the last few weeks. What would you say is more important? Growing your mindset or learning how to do, learning how to overcome an objection?
Mindset, because no matter how much you learn to overcome an objection, if you get hit with one that takes you out, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, and that's oftentimes why we focus so much on the mindset side of this business. That's why we hop on these team calls together to get the mind right. Technically, Mondays are our tactical calls. We're going to give you guys things that are more tactical for field work that will help grow your business, and that's what today is all about. We're just focusing again on what I think is the most important thing here in this business, and it's growing that machine inside your 2 ears that talks to you all day long, right? Your brain. All right. So we're going to focus on mindset today. We're going to focus on different things that you guys need to be doing throughout the week to make sure that you have a good week. My mentor always says, actually, let me see if Jesus or Scott Duran can put this in the comments. What's the number one thing that Steve always says? I'll give you about 10 seconds to write it there in the comments.
Jesus is on it.
He's on it. It's because we're told this every single time we hop on a coaching call with the guy.
Type faster, Jesus. Come on.
Amateurs make decisions based on feelings. Professionals make decisions based on commitments. So write that down today. I want everyone with a fresh page of notes today. We're going to go through an exercise. Give yourself a fresh blank start. Amateurs make decisions based on feelings. Professionals make decisions based on commitments. Thank you for those who just hopped on camera. I love seeing your faces. And the commitments we make, we stay true to them even when our feelings are telling us that we don't want to. Those are the tough decisions. Those are the 5 seconds decisions that change your business. So I'm going to read a post to you guys, and then we're going to go through an exercise. And who knows, we might hop off a few minutes early today so that you guys can go practice this stuff we're talking about. All right, I'll read this post to you. This is by Ross Harkness. If you guys aren't following him on Instagram, Jenny just shook her head. She's a Ross Harkness fan. Go ahead and follow this guy. His Instagram tag is the Ross Harkness. And absolutely love what he has to say. All right, so starts off this post. It says, discipline will change your life. And he says, the most powerful skill you can build is the ability to do what you know you need to do, despite how you might feel in the moment. Doing what you need to do despite how you may feel in the moment. Life likes to test you before it gives you what you want. It wants you to know if you have what it takes. It wants to know just how badly you want it. It'll throw problems and obstacles at you left and right. It'll fill your head with doubts and make you question if it's all worth it. But this is why discipline is so bleep important. If you have a business and you want to build it, if you have goals that you want to achieve, fulfillment that you want to fill, a legacy that you want to leave, then you have no choice but to show up no matter what. You have to face the challenges head on and not get disheartened when things don't go your way. You must cultivate the ability to do the work, to do it when nobody's watching, when nobody but you thinks it'll work out, when everything's falling apart, when you're exhausted, and when you've got every excuse not to do it. Because that is the test you must pass if you want to get what you want. And no, it won't be easy. You already know that. But that's why almost nobody is disciplined and why so few people achieve great things. People expect it to be hard, yet quit when the difficulty is put upon their shoulders. Whether you want to scale a $100 million business or you want to reclaim freedom in your life and take control. In a world demanding handouts, free passes and exceptions, discipline is what will set you free and apart from the crowd and give you the keys to creating your own reality. All you have to do is face the work that's in front of you today, and then tomorrow, and then the next day. So take it one day, one task, one moment at a time, and watch how the simplest act of discipline in doing the work changes your life. Does that resonate with anybody? Good post for the day. Simone Jackson's loving it. I can see her face front and center, so I get to see her reactions. Yeah, really, really good. Because if we look back to like amateurs making their decisions based on feelings, well, then that's going to mean that every time I don't feel like doing something, that's what's going to sway my decision. All right. I would bet after probably your 3rd week here on the team with Symmetry, with all the training that we provide through Basecamp, with all the information that we have in the handbook, with all of the training that you go through in the sales mastery course, hopping on team calls, being in the virtual office, I would bet after 3 weeks, you know exactly what you need to do here. You know the metrics it's going to take to win. You know the amount of work and the amount of time it's going to take to win, right? But what happens? Something comes up, right? So that's why we work on mindset so much. That's why we work on mindset. So Kate, we're going to do an exercise today. We've already done this one before, haven't we? Earlier this morning.
Yeah, but it's a good one.
It's a good one. All right, so we're gonna do an exercise. So on that blank piece of paper that you guys have started for today's notes, we're gonna
Hold
talk
on out
about,
if you haven't yet. It's gonna be tangible. It'll help you.
yeah, it'll really help. And this is like, this is evaluating the game film. This is 100% looking at game film because I know if professionals make their decisions based on commitments, if they play a bad game, what happens? They're gonna sit down in the film room. They're going to turn on the game film with a pad and a notepad and a pen, and they're going to write down everything that they could have done better. That's how professionals make adjustments to gain territory in their field. Whether it's a football player, let's say they missed a punt, whether it's a someone who's building a business that had a down month, they're going to sit down. Yes, Travis Sands, don't skip leg day. I'm gonna scroll with the comments, guys. So be careful what you put in there. They're gonna sit down, they're gonna evaluate the game film, and they're gonna come up with a plan to move forward with. Okay, so that's what professionals do. So we're gonna start with the I guess we call them the Iron 8 now. I think that's what Kate has coined them. Okay, so we're gonna start with our Iron 8. I'm gonna see who did their homework though, because we did call you guys out on this last week. I'm gonna see who did their homework. We're starting with the 4 cornerstones of success. Rod, I'll give you a second chance here, bro, if you want to take a second chance. Okay? I believe in second chances. Just don't mess up twice here. Just kidding. You don't have to unmute. Who wants to put in the comments or unmute quickly and tell me what the 4 cornerstones of success are?
Belief, Mac, self-improvement, association.
Correct. Okay, so you've got your blank sheet of paper. I want you to write down number 1, believe in what you're selling. All right, when we talk about believing in what you're selling, the first thing on the 4 cornerstones of success talks about closing yourself, getting yourself a policy, establishing yourself as the expert in these products like mortgage protection, term life insurance, whole life. Okay, believe in what you're selling. That could be the way that you show up to training. All right. Number 2, provide solutions to your warm market. Let people know in your life what you're doing. Don't be a secret agent. Belief in what you're selling. Okay, number 2, write this down. Work and counsel through massive action, constant correction. We call that MACC. So number 2 is work and counsel through massive action, constant correction. And what that means is that we're picking up the phone. We're making $200 to $300 a week minimum. We're setting a minimum of 12 to 15 appointments. We're writing applications and we're serving families. We're taking time to counsel constantly. We're reaching up to our mentors and our coaches. Massive action has to come with constant correction, especially when you're new and especially when you're seasoned, right? Venus and I and Giovanna, top producers on the team. Actually, I can't even put Giovanna in that class. She's an elite producer. We know this is important at every level. Even when you're an elite producer, you're reaching out for constant correction. How can I get better? How can I shorten the amount of time it takes me to do a certain thing? All right. And then sharing the opportunity with others. Okay. So that's work and counsel through massive action, doing the dials, setting the appointments, helping the families, and reaching out for a lot of coaching on the way. Number 3, commitment to ongoing self-improvement. This is what we do. This is why we have book of the month. This is why we have team calls. This is why we talk so much about personal development. Number 3 says, work on yourself more than your business. That's reading. That's hopping into the LMS and watching training videos. That's plugging into team calls and sales trainings. That's being able to adapt quickly and make decisions based on your commitments. And then that's also taking 100% responsibility for your life. So number 3, commitment to ongoing self-improvement. Number 4, associate with the right people. Put a 1 in the comments if you agree with me. This is the most important. Who you get around will determine where you go in life.
I think Scott, I think the way that you and I have prioritized association is single-handedly the reason that we have seen growth in our business over the last 2 years. I truly give so much credit to associating with the right people within this agency and outside of the agency. I mean, a lot of people know the story of us meeting Christina Watts and Michael Matthews and Craig McManaman, and we all different agencies, and we said, hey, we're all running after the same thing. Let's link arms and do it together. And that has helped us so much.
Yep. Who you get around determines where you go in life. And I wanted to surround myself with a bunch of people in this business that wanted to go somewhere. Hitch yourself to that train. You get around a bunch of people that want to go somewhere, you're going with them. Think about the opposite. Hitch yourself around a bunch of people that aren't going anywhere, you're going with them. Okay, so associations are so huge. Your alignments, the people you get around, determine your assignments in life, aka the opportunities that are put in front of you. So that's why I think association with the right people is so important. Okay, let's do the exercise. We've got all 4 written down, right, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you got all 4 written down. Okay, let's start with number 1. Believe in what you're selling. How did you do in January? Give yourself a 1 through 10. If you want to put it in the chat, feel free. You don't have to, though. Give yourself a 1 through 10. Believe in what you're selling. How did your belief pour over into your business? Venus, what's the joke? I'm a squirrel. You know it. You're texting about me right now. All right. Believe in what you're selling. How did you do? 1 through 10. All right. Number 2. Work in counsel through massive action, constant correction. Picked up the phones, $200 to $300 minimum, set 12 to 15 appointments a week, wrote applications, reached out to my mentor. Give yourself a 1 through 10. If you're brand new here, this is a great exercise. This is a checklist for you. Welcome to the team. If you've been here for more than 3 weeks, you know what to do. That's why we're grading ourselves. We're taking a look at the game film right now. I love that. I see some 2s. I see some 9s. I see some 6s. All right, number 3. This is a self-assessment, so I love the people posting their numbers in the comments. I love, love, love that. Number 3, commitment to ongoing self-improvement. Did you start the year wanting to read a book a month and you didn't do it? Did you start the year saying these are the team calls I'm plugging into each week and you missed a couple weeks? Give yourself a 1 through 10. How was your self-improvement in January? Did you go into the LMS and watch recorded appointments? Did you work on your sales objections? What did you do to improve? 1 through 10. Number 4, associate with the right people. Grade yourself. You guys know what to do. 1 through 10. Did you meet up with your running buddy weekly? Did you attend the accountability group? Did you hop in the virtual office and link arms with some top producers and ask questions? Did you show up in Slack and celebrate people and make friends? 1 through 10. All right, now draw a line, because guess what? We get a fresh start this month. Draw a line down the page next to your numbers. Go down each one of them, and I want you to grade yourself on where you want to be this month. What do you want to improve on? How can I show up with more belief in my business? Write that number down. Grade yourself on where you want to land the plane this month. Number 2, how can I take more massive action? I'm going to hit my $300 a week. I'm going to book 12 appointments. I'm going to sit on 7. I'm going to sell 4 policies a week. I'm going to be a 20K a month producer. Grade yourself. Where do you want to be? 1 through 10. Number 3, commitment to ongoing self-improvement. I'm going to start this book that Wilbur just suggested. I'm going to be in the virtual office. I'm going to train. I'm going to go back through the Chris Leak mods and I'm going to get sharp on the presentation. Where do you want to be? 1 through 10 for the month. Associate with the right people. Number 4. if you don't have running buddies, if you're not working in the virtual office, if you're not showing up to team calls on camera and contributing, how do you want to show up this month? How do you want to associate? How do you want to align with the right people? If you want bigger assignments, how are you going to get the right alignments in your life to be able to get into the right rooms, the right conversations, the right type of accountability that it requires to grow? 1 through 10. Awesome. Great. Cool. Love it. 10s all the way. I wouldn't expect anything like who wants to see themselves not being a 10 in all those areas in February. If you are at like a 6 or 7, you're too hard on yourself. Okay. Start the month with fresh perspective. You can be a 10 in all those areas. You're the one grading yourself, okay? All right. Last one, 4 keys to a successful week. Who wants to unmute and tell me what those are? I have an acronym if you guys want to get a little help here. Does anybody want a hint?
I have it printed, so
Teresa, let's go.
hey
Sarah, I
everyone.
saw you on mute, but I'll let Teresa go since she's new. Go ahead, Teresa.
Resources, activity, schedule, and system.
Resources. Let's start there. We need resources to run our business. Grade yourself 1 to 10. How did you do? We had 5 weeks that last month. Out of those 5 weeks, how many times did you get fresh resources? Grade yourself. Did you have enough people to talk to hit your goals? Grade yourself 1 through 10. We got to have resources. It's the bloodline of our business. We serve people. We help people. Who are those people that we help? Well, my friends and family didn't trust me when I first got my license. They were like, bro, you just got your license 5 days ago. We're not going to buy life insurance from you. So I had to buy leads every week. All right, grade yourself. We had 5 weeks. Activity. Okay, we just talked about this. You probably already graded yourself on that. Let's go to schedule. Okay, one of my non-negotiables that I've adapted since being new here, I came from a W-2 job. So maybe you guys can, relate with me on this one. But when I was at my W-2 job, I was at a dealership and I would be busy all day because the phones were ringing and because there's people walking in the front door. I didn't have to tell myself when to work. They actually told me when to be there. And the owners got really pissed off when I tried to work from home a few times. Okay. So grade yourself. How did you do setting up your schedule? For me, that was setting my schedule every Sunday and telling myself exactly when I would work that week. Yes, Joshua, the owner was my dad. Josh is sharp, guys. I'm just telling you what, the dude is sharp. Yeah, it was a rough dinner that night, especially when I told him I wanted to start this little life insurance business from my spare bedroom at home. That was a great conversation. Okay, look at us now, Dad. All right, how'd you do with your schedule last month? Did you run your schedule or did you let it run you? System, utilizing your mentor. Systems number 4. So we've got resources, activity, schedule. Systems is number 4. Utilizing your mentor and the tools and resources within SFG as is vital to your success. No one succeeds alone. We work as a team and everything we do must be duplicatable. This is training scripts, core values, attending weekly conference calls, coaching with your mentor. Okay, we all know what the system is. It's everything that Symmetry offers. How did you do plugging in?
The best way I've described the system, guys, is Symmetry's system is a yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road and you will find Oz, you will find success. It's often when we get off the yellow brick road and try to create our own system. Oh, Kate's system is better. Ooh, Symmetry doesn't have 15 years of success. They don't know what they're doing. My system will be better. My leads, my calendar, my schedule, my whatever will be better. And then oftentimes we see those people lose that drive, lose that momentum. And it's often because they stepped off that yellow brick road. It always comes back to these grade 8. I put both of these PDFs in the chat. I highly recommend printing them. Teresa, love that you had that printed out and right in front of you. That's your daily checklist. That's saying, am I doing this? If things feel like there's a lull, if things feel like I'm falling off, Go back to that. What am I missing? Oh, I haven't been plugging into the system. I haven't been owning my calendar. My calendar is just wide open, white blank space. Well, of course, I'm not dialed into anything, so things are going to feel wonky and loose. Where if I'm dialed in and I have a tight grip on my schedule, things are going to run a little bit better for you.
What I loved most about this business, I mean, coming from a family business, and you guys know how that can go. There's a lot of pressure involved with that, family dynamics, all the things. What I loved most about coming here was the freedom. It's also the thing that killed my business in the first 3 months. A lot of you have seen my first 6 months income because I share it often. My first 2 months, if I would have kept that trajectory up the rest of the year, Kate and I would have been homeless that year. All right. So I had to get a grip on these things. And no one was telling me, I'm going to hold your hand and this is what we're going to do. All right. But I had mentors that were willing to come on calls like this and give me this grade 8 and say, hey, these are the things that you need to focus on. Look at it as a checklist. If you're missing one of these things, if last month didn't line up the way that you wanted it to, I'm not going to hold your hand to make this month better. You're going to go back to these grade 8 and you're going to say, where can I improve? I promise you, you'll find the area that you need to improve on. Okay. And I'll end with this. We're coming up short on time. I'm so excited for February. This team, with the additions that we've had over the last couple months, this team is looking good. Like, look around you guys. There's so many people here that want to win. Our team, the culture that we have is the magic sauce to all of that. That's why I believe association's the biggest piece of all of this. So if you're not working in the virtual office, get in there, link arms with people. All right. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for February. The last thing I'll end with is be harsh on yourself with these things. And this business will be good to you. Be soft on yourself with these things. And this business is going to be really harsh to you. I promise. Promise, promise. Love you guys. Go back and watch this recording if you ever need a refresher on the grade 8. Let's have a killer week. I'll see you guys in the virtual office. Let's go crush our goals. See you guys.